Well, welcome everyone to the Fans of the Framework. Today, my guest is someone extremely special to Sue and I, and to the entire Capstone Nation, actually, because she is well known as being extremely helpful, not just in her own organization, but for everyone across the state of Michigan and beyond. So, welcome, Heather Schrag. Heather is the initiative champion of the 212 journey for Eaton Rapids Medical Center. Her day job is the director of quality risk management and the medical staff office. But we love to tease her because she's so passionate about leading the transformational journey for Eaton Rapids Medical Center that she even has a 212 license plate.
It's true.
That's passionate. I love it. I love it. So, I just want to kind of set the stage here when, Sue kind of accosted your poor CEO. They were on a team together for the Michigan Hospital Association. You guys are only our second hospital. And so she kind of accosted poor Tim in the hallway to say, hey, we got this thing and your hospital would really benefit from it. And he started to think and started to ponder, and he's like, you're right. I have this beautiful new emergency department just built with a horrible culture in it and people blaming each other and pointing fingers. You didn't really have any standards for safety, teamwork, service excellence. He knew it wasn't just nursing. He knew that, if those nurses would just be nice to people, then, we wouldn't have these poor results. He knew that, but he didn't know what to do about it. So enter hiring Heather, genius move on his part, without any super duper healthcare experience, right? You came to Eaton Rapids from Coveris, right?
Yeah, from MHA, Coveris.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no hospital experience. And you've rocked it. Like no one would ever know that about you, ever in a million years. So what you did with your patient experience team, and as well as the initiative champion, is you took our managing up, our gratitude, and our narration positive communication standards, put them all together in something that you refer to as relate. Relate. So tell everybody what that means.
Okay, well, thank you, Jane. So relate is something near and dear to my heart. It falls under our 212-degree umbrella, and we've been operating under this for almost 10 years now. So on my very first day here, it was September 4th, 212 degrees.
2012.
2012. See,
Yeah.
it's ingrained in my brain. We came up with this positive communication standard called Relate. And we looked for we looked at several different communication standards, AIDIT being one, Relate was the one that we stuck with. And this we actually got from the Baptist group, but we did make it our own. And it stands for reassure, explain, listen, answer, thank, and express appreciation. So, take action and express appreciation.
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like. You can see mine is pretty tattered. I've been
it's 10 years old.
Yeah, but this is what it looks like. So it incorporates our hospital colors. You can see it's pretty faded now, but our hospital logo. But this is basically what it looks like, and it has a nice reminder of what every letter stands for. And then on the back, I know it's difficult to see, but it does give
cool.
an explanation of what each step refers to. And it's pretty important to us. It's very important to me. I love it. I utilize it in every aspect of my life. So it's not just clinical. It's not just for clinicians. It's for every single person, non-clinical, clinical. And if it's done in every interaction, if it's done well, it can move mountains.
Oh, absolutely. So when you talk about take action, so it really incorporates service recovery too.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
And especially if you utilize all of the steps, it doesn't take a lick of time. It can happen like that in every single situation.
Yeah. You know, that it's funny you say that, Heather, because I clearly remember saying to my staff in the ER when we were beginning a program like this with like really standardizing how we communicate with people. You know, I just said to them, you guys, it doesn't take you any longer to be kind and thoughtful and explaining things and thanking people that it does to say nothing and walk out of the room. It's really no more time. And the response from patients and their families is enormous. I mean, just enormous. So how did you train that? And how do you continue to train it 10 years later?
So I agree with you. I think giving giving examples. So we start at every new hire orientation. So right out of the gate, I give the presentation of it along with everything, all things 212 degrees. I love
Right.
it. I live it. I breathe it to the point where my husband uses it on me sometimes, about being 212 degrees. But
Yeah.
so everybody at new hire orientation gets the overview of Relate. They get a
Uh-huh.
badge buddy. We go over examples. So one thing I really love though is knowing the audience in new hire orientation. So if I've got nurses, if I have EVS staff, if I have dietary, regardless if I have
Right.
clinical, non-clinical, I'll give examples to them. So for instance, I'm in quality and risk management. I can use it when I'm going to speak with, say, an angry patient. And I give them
Mhm.
examples of how you use it in each of their areas so they can see, wow, this is so easy. It's so much easier for me to go in and say, hi, my name is Heather. I'm from risk management. I understand that you've got a concern today. I'm here to listen to you. Tell me about it. How can I help you? I listen. I'm going to provide any answers that they might, um, need answers to their questions. I'm going to let them know I'm going to take action. I can get this action taken care of today. Maybe it's going to take a
Yeah.
few days, but I let them
Right.
know when to expect to hear from me. And I'm always going to express gratitude. Thank you so much for choosing Eaton Rapids Medical Center. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for letting us take care of you. You know, patients have a lot of skin in the game these days. They can go
Mhm.
anywhere. So the fact that they're coming to our small critical access hospital is huge.
It is.
So, it takes just a nick of time to do that. And it helps bring down the fear, the anxiety,
Mhm.
that stress that patients and their families are feeling. If they know who you are, what are you there for, what's going to happen to them while you're in their presence, what can
Right.
they anticipate is going to happen next. So it's really a huge communication tool for not only us to patients and their families, but to staff too. You might be
Oh,
meeting somebody
absolutely.
for the newest time and they don't know who you are, you don't know who they are. So why not
Yeah.
break the ice with this?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I love that you talk about when you train other employees that you make absolutely sure that you use really positive examples that are specific to them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just literally genius because storytelling is very powerful, isn't it? And I'm sure over the years you have so many stories of how Relate has worked really, really well. So, like, can you say one thing that a Relate campaign and kind of refreshing it every year has done? Like, can you relay one thing that you know has made a real positive impact?
So I know this is several years ago, but we have a little mascot here at the hospital.
Oh yeah.
Our gift shop is called the Owl's Perch. And so we have an owl is our mascot, and our
Mhm.
owl travels around to the schools. It's in all of the parades, Owie the Owl. And we did a relate campaign with Owie on what not to do to relate and what to do to relate. So we went through all the letters, kind of a bad example, and then the good example on how to correct it.
Oh, that's
And
genius.
we did
Yeah.
kind of a traveling road show through our staff development institutes and whatnot.
Hmm.
And I firmly believe that with the use of Relate, our positive communication standard, that we saw increasing patient satisfaction scores and our overall willingness to recommend. And that helped catapult us to number one in the state for overall score for 2 years in a row. And I do firmly believe that that was a direct result of us implementing this and
Oh,
others, but that this was
absolutely.
a big reason.
Absolutely. And usually I ask right about now my initiative champions or my patient experience leaders So, how do you measure this? Well, hello. You people are a five-star organization and have been way more than once, and also one of the top 78 to watch in from Becker's this year. So it's like, okay, well, hello. That's how you measure it. But have you ever really pieced apart your HCAP scores, your Press-Ganey scores to like look at listening, look at gratitude, or look at and really relay that to staff?
We do. In fact, that's one of the areas of my responsibility is the patient satisfaction survey. And so
Hmm.
I actually have a dashboard that I update monthly, and we do it by service line, and it's all color coded like a stoplight, red, yellow,
Oh,
and green.
great.
And
Great.
so that gets updated monthly, and that gets shared. We're very transparent to put that out on our pillar boards, emails, and our monthly buzz, so that people know how are we doing, and actually our overall uh, hospital rating and likelihood to recommend is our current quality goal for the hospital. So
Okay.
those are two areas that we do look at, and I'll be the first one to preach to anyone, including our doctors, and they know I'm not afraid to tell them
Yeah.
communication, communication, communication. We cannot over communicate. And the
Yeah.
more that we communicate to people, the more that that's helpful to them. It helps, again, bring down their anxiety, their stress, that fear that people have. Let's face it, people don't want to come to the hospital. So the more that we can communicate to them to help them, kind of bring down that stress and anxiety, the better. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
know that Relate helps do that, because I've been a patient or the mother of a patient, and at a competitor, just because I don't live in the area. But
Yeah.
when you're just put into a room and nobody's communicating to you, it's not a good feeling.
Yeah, it's really, really not. So, is there anything you want to add, Miss Heather? You've painted a beautiful picture that people should be rocking this.
Well, I would just recommend that if you do not have your positive communication standards in place,
Hmm.
just start. So I'm going to totally tag on to Sue and
Yeah,
Jane's just start. You will
yeah,
never regret it. So whether it's Relate, whether it's Aid It, whether it's something that is homegrown, just start. I promise you, once you implement it and you get everybody on board, you will reap the benefits, and the sky's the limit. Um,
yeah,
and we've been on this journey for going on 10 years, our journey from good to great to greater. And, the sky's the limit. Don't ever let off the gas.
yeah. Good for you. Thank you. Well, what do I need to say? Nothing, right? Except for you can find the Just Start solutions for positive communication for both employees and patients on our website, www.capstoneleadership.net. Thank you, Heather.
Yes.